Whispers in the snow, and 14-year-old boy vanishes in the heart of a raging snowstorm. A brave rescue dog charges through nearly a mile of deep snow and freezing winds, and a life-or-death search where every second counts. This isn't just a rescue story, it's about an unbreakable bond that defies the elements. Are you ready to hear about a hero with 4 paws and a heart that never gave up? Before continuing with the story, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to follow our stories. Don't forget to like the video and share your thoughts in the comments below. The storm hit faster than anyone expected. It started as a gentle snowfall, soft, powdery flakes drifting lazily from the sky. But by early afternoon, the peaceful slopes of Granite Ridge Ski Resort were swallowed by a whiteout blizzard. Visibility dropped to mere feet. Winds howled like wolves. It was no place for a child to be alone. And yet, 14-year-old Liam Parker was out there, somewhere under all that snow. When the resort staff did a headcount after shutting the lifts, panic erupted. Liam hadn't come back. His parents, James and Emily, were frantic. He'd last been seen heading toward the Bluebird Trail, one of the more secluded runs that weaved through dense pine trees and narrow ridgelines. The ski patrol scrambled into action, but conditions were worsening by the minute. Snowdrifts reached over 4 feet, and the temperature plummeted to 12 degrees Fahrenheit. Nightfall was just a few hours away. They needed a miracle. They needed Dakota. Dakota was no ordinary dog, a 6-year-old Alaskan Malamute. He was trained by the Sierra Mountain Rescue Unit and had been on dozens of search and rescue missions. Broad-shouldered, thick-coated, and relentless, Dakota was born for the snow. But this mission would push him to his limits. He arrived with his handler, Ranger Tessa Morgan, who knelt in the snow at the edge of Bluebird Trail. She held out a fleece hood of Liam's from earlier that morning. Dakota sniffed it deeply, ears twitching, tail rising. "Find him, boy," she said softly. "Find Liam." Without hesitation, Dakota leapt into the storm. The trail was almost invisible, covered in thick snow and broken branches. Dakota's world became a blur of white and shadow. The scent trail was faint-washed by wind and snow, but not gone. He pressed forward, using his powerful front legs to plow through drifts, his breath fogging in the frigid air. Every few yards, he paused, nose in the wind, recalibrating. Somewhere beneath the trees, Liam was waiting. Liam had taken a wrong turn. The snowstorm had come out of nowhere, and when the wind picked up, he panicked. He tried to backtrack but lost the trail. A sudden gust blew him off balance, and he tumbled into a small gully. His skis twisted awkwardly. When he tried to stand, the ground gave way beneath him. An avalanche of powder buried him. The snow wasn't dense enough to crush, but it was heavy, suffocating, and ice-cold. Liam screamed, but no one heard him. Darkness wrapped around him. His heart pounded, and tears froze on his cheeks. He couldn't move. He could barely breathe. Back on the surface, Dakota slowed. He circled a snowbank, nose low, hackles raised. Then he stopped. The scent was strong now, urgent. He pawed at the snow, barking in short, sharp bursts. Tessa caught up moments later, heart pounding. She saw Dakota digging furiously, kicking up snow with frantic speed. "There," she shouted, voice cracking through the wind. Dakota barked again. "Yes." Tessa dropped to her knees, pulled out her radio. "This is Ranger Morgan. We've got a positive signal, Sector 3, Bluebird Trail, 0.6 miles from the trailhead. Request immediate extraction and medical." She joined Dakota in digging, her gloves tearing through snow and ice. Minutes passed, then a glove, a hand. "Liam," she cried. His face appeared, pale and barely conscious, but alive. He blinked slowly, lips blue. Dakota whined and licked the boy's cheek, his warm breath fogging the boy's face. The rescue team arrived within 10 minutes. They stabilized Liam, wrapped him in heat blankets, and loaded him onto a snowmobile sled. He was hypothermic but stable. "Good boy, Dakota," Tessa whispered, her arms wrapped around her partner. But Dakota didn't respond. He staggered back, then collapsed into the snow. The blizzard had taken its toll. Dakota had pushed through nearly a mile of deep snow, low visibility, and freezing winds. His paws were raw. Ice clung to his fur. His core temperature had dropped dangerously low. Tessa carried him back down the slope in her arms, sobbing into his fur. "You're not leaving me. Not today." At the base camp, medics turned their attention to Dakota. They wrapped him in thermal blankets, started warm for fluids, and heated oxygen. Hours passed. Everyone waited. And then he wagged his tail. 1 week later, the hospital room was filled with balloons, stuffed animals, and the smell of antiseptic. Liam sat up in bed, cheeks rosy, sipping hot cocoa. The door opened. Dakota padded in, wearing a blue bandana and matching poor wraps. His gait was slower, but his eyes were bright. "Dakota," Liam cried, arms outstretched. The big dog leapt onto the bed, licking Liam's face as the boy giggled and hugged him tight. It was their first time seeing each other since the rescue. "You saved me," Liam whispered, burying his face in Dakota's fur. "You're my hero." Dakota wagged his tail, resting his head on Liam's chest. News of Dakota's bravery spread fast. He was honored at the state capitol, received a gold medallion from the governor, and even made the cover of Dog Hero Monthly. But Dakota didn't care for the cameras or the awards. For him, the greatest reward was simple: knowing the boy was safe. Every winter after that, the Parker family would return to Granite Ridge. And every year, Liam and Dakota would take a walk together along the trail that once nearly took his life. One boy, one dog, one bond unbroken by snow, wind, or time. Because sometimes, the greatest heroes don't wear capes, they wear fur.